Welcome to the crypto world. Yesterday I was talking to Thomas and he has a olive oil company. Like whatever he is doing, the label of the bottle in which he is just supplying the olive oil, he is taking it as an NFT and selling that on NFT platform like Ethereum. The olive oil that he is selling is very unique, so that is why it is important, and this is like a very unique product. So I just tried to talk to him, and if you have any unique product that you want to sell, like very rare, so you can definitely check out this video. I was talking to him, we discussed about how he started the company and just brought this idea to a real life thing, and I hope you will enjoy. At last we also talk about like what are the minting fees and whatever he paid for introducing this thing on the Ethereum blockchain, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hey Thomas, I'm glad that we are doing this podcast. Like I was very fascinated with your project, whatever you are doing in the NFT space. Like I went to it, kind of bended my mind at what kind of project it can be this. So will you please just give a little bit illustration of what your project is, or like what you guys are doing now?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, likewise, I'm happy to be with you on the call. It's an honor. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Thomas. I'm currently CTO at Morpher, and I'm running some Ethereum blockchain developer courses on Udemy. They are pretty successful. We have roughly 100,000 students. And what we are trying to do with projects SVZ is we are trying to combine the digital NFT world with the physical world. So one of my friends and also teaching assistants on the courses that we are teaching, we sat down in February and we were thinking all these NFTs, they're amazing, but they're all just digital. And when you look at ERC 721 tokens, they have their purpose actually in deeds for real estate. So they're actually trying to map something physical to the digital world, but now we end up with digital art. And we were thinking, how can we bring this back to the physical world? How can you make something digital that at the end of the day you can again touch it and feel it and smell it and eat it? So that's basically the initial spark for the idea.
Right. So what is the product that you are selling through the NFT title? What is the real product that people can use?
Yeah, so the real product that we are doing in the first batch is olive oil. Olive oil is one of the oldest products that exist on Earth. Not exactly the olive oil too, but the olive is a fruit that exists already for over 6,000 years. It is very, very old, if not the oldest fruit that we still harvest and process in this world. There are trees that are thousands of years old that produce just the same good olives that they did produce thousands of years ago, probably. And then there are NFTs. They are so young that probably only a fraction of people in the world know about it. So we thought that's kind of matching. We are going to do olive oil and a combination of NFTs. So what we did was we found 10 artists around the world which are collaborating with us. There are some A-list artists, some unknown artists, and they produce digital art pieces. And from these digital art pieces, we are also generating a label. And when the next olive oil harvest takes place in October, end of October, then we are doing, hopefully, a live stream with the NFT holders. We are going to hand harvest the olives, and we are going to press the olives, and we are taking these labels that are from the 10 artists, and we put them on the bottle, and we're going to ship that to the NFT holders. So there will be 10 bottles of freshly pressed olive oil, hand harvested, where you can be part of the harvest. That's very unique. But then in addition, there's also the digital art, which is a regular NFT. And yeah, so we are very excited to see what we get out of this project.
Right, right. So I also got a news that now merchants can sell their NFTs on Shopify. Shopify is also giving a opportunity to merchants like you who want to sell their NFTs on the marketplace of Shopify. So from how long you are in this NFT platform? From how long you are working on this project?
This particular project was started in February. This is where
Hmm.
we decided to do an NFT, and this is where we started to see if we can get artists on board. Both Martin, the co-founder, and I have a technical background. We are not
Okay.
marketers, we are not
Hmm.
salespeople, we are not artists, we are developers. And so we tried to get artists on board and yeah, try to have a little bit of organic growth and get
Okay.
some people interested in the project without any paid marketing or whatsoever. That's all word of mouth. And yeah, essentially, we are starting our first token sale or the token auction uh, August 9th. So it's going to be next week, I think, or Sunday. And that's going to happen on Rarible. Rarible.com is where we are
Nice.
going to auction the NFTs. Yeah.
So I would like to have a link of that so that I can that mention in my description of this video.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm going to provide all the links to you, and eventually the viewers will find it in the description below.
If there's a manufacturer who wants to sell anything, so what is the first step they have to do? Like what platforms they have to go and sign in and combine, and they want to just develop this type of NFT on that. So what is the whole process? Can you just define and elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we were trying to stay ERC 721 token compliant. That means all the transfer functionality and all the usual minting functionality is in there. We are actually building our own token based on the Open Zeppelin ERC 721 token. So they're audited from Open Zeppelin. And what we're doing on top of that is a lockable component. We are actually calling it a time lockable token. And the reason for that is we also have the shipping module. So when you think of the supply chain process, then you generate a token and that is like a voucher. You can redeem it for something physical, but you can also sell it on platforms like a usual NFT. You can resell it, you can re-auction it, you can do whatever you want with it. We don't care. The point where we start to care is when we have to ship a physical product, because then we need to know where to ship it to, and we have to make sure that we have proof of delivery. And that way we can achieve that by saying, okay, we know our product is going to be produced in November, end of October, beginning of November. And from there on, we say our token is locked. And you have to have the physical product with a QR code, with a specific code in the QR code that you can unlock the token again. The platform itself is a proprietary platform. I don't think there's any service out there who can do that. We have a couple of inquiries from larger producers who want to do something similar. And the platform or the technology that we would use for that is our own technology. There are not enough inquiries that we are building out a platform for that. It's definitely possible, but the idea is that we make the supply chain component as easy as possible via standard tokens with the same functionality that you would have from a standard token. Yeah, and as soon as you have the product, it gets unlocked, and you know that the physical product has been shipped, but the digital product, the art piece, can still be transferred around. It's still yours. We're not taking it away from you. You can re-auction it, you can resell it, you can still speculate with it if you want to. Does that answer your question?
If what are the characteristics of that particular olive oil that you are selling that people should generally like? This is the main thing. If someone wants to buy your products, so what is the specialty that you are providing in your product?
I Well, from an NFT or from an end user standpoint, there are a couple of things that are interesting. Number one is it is what we call the Genesis Harvest. It's the first product that we're using. There most likely, I cannot give any guarantees, but most likely there will be more products like this, more artists coming on board. We have a couple of them on the list for a next product. And the next product that we're using is probably not going to be olive oil again. It might be diamonds or luxury goods or coffee, or you can put wine. You can take a lot of commodities and send them out via limited editions. what we always try to cover is like a full circle experience for the end user. What the word aesthesia is Greek, it means sensation, and it means pretty much like all this with all your senses, and it means something very inclusive, and that's what we are trying to achieve with this project. So we have very nice, very good olive oil. We have very nice artists producing very nice art. We have high quality prints for the labels. We have a documentary. We do bring you on when we are doing the harvest. We try to get in touch with you, that get really nice olive oil. We do actually unfiltered olive oil, which is something you can rarely find. It is even more intense in flavor, and we try to do something like same day shipping or even next day shipping after the harvest. That means that is an olive oil that when it arrives, it's probably not even a week old. And it's very hard to get your hands on something like that unless you fly to Greece or Spain or Italy and be part of an olive oil harvest. But it's extremely hard for regular people to get this kind of product. So I think from the whole point of the physical product, it's really high quality. The digital product is really high quality. I hope we cover the bases, and also the experience of getting this NFT, and the product itself is going to be a nice one. Not too complicated. We don't want to have like a super technical, complicated thing. We want to have a nice experience for the end user.
So, like, what you have all to pay? Like, you were launching your NFT on the Rarible platform. So, what you have to pay on it? If someone wants to launch, then what are the prices they have to pay to just mint and launch?
So what we did was we were not using Rarible's NFT to mint our NFT. We're using our own smart contracts, and so you have to deploy those first. I think we paid roughly $300. It was I don't even remember. It was the amount of ETH. The gas costs are pretty expensive, and so you have to pay the gas cost for the mining of your transaction, and then you have to mint your own NFTs or your tokens. That's a little bit cheaper, but yeah, I assume you can get away with $400 or $500, and then you have your own smart contracts running on the Ethereum mainnet. On Rarible, we are working together with them. So we had an agreement, and I don't think that we are in particular paying a lot to Rarible, but I cannot answer how much people usually pay. I think if you have your own NFT, you don't pay anything. I think that's free, but don't kill me if it's wrong.
You are right, actually. Like, if you have your own NFT, then it will be better.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree about that. I'm
Yeah.
also doing and consuming a lot of content about this, so I think you did a great job in your team and whatever you are doing. So if there's someone in my audience and who wants to like collect all these unique things on olive oil, then please contact this and buy this NFT or contact Thomas. I will show linking your LinkedIn account in my description of this video so that people can contact you and buy those things directly from you. And I think it is a great project and great thumbs up for your project. And we are winding up this podcast. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.